Hey, I want to start off with saying none of this is scripted. So I may pause and stutter a lot because I've thought about what I want to say, but like how it's going to come out and such is going to be really odd. Number one, you might be wondering why it's not Shatterot speaking. I'm CosmeticCloud, as you guys could probably tell from the voice, maybe. And I'm here to say straight up Shatterot is not a pedophile. Wow. What a way to screw that up. Um, yeah, I'm saying it straight up. Shatterot's not a pedophile. That's big news already. And I have a lot to talk about on, like, why he isn't. Because, this is gonna be hard. So, Chatterot messaged me on emails ever since I copyright striked him for his videos. Because I striked him since he was making money off of videos that he didn't private. Now, during this time, I would have talked to him straight up about it and told him to take him down. But I went through a state of so much just anger about it that I didn't think about it. And I just struck him down. So this caused Shatterot to email me. And he emailed me. He wanted to talk. I was still in a state where I did not like Shatterot. I really didn't. I didn't like him. I didn't care for him. And I just didn't want to talk to him. But he sent a second email. And he convinced me. So I was like, alright, fine. We'll talk. And we went to Discord. And I said, I don't get it. I'm not trying to be mean to you or anything. That wouldn't get me anywhere in the end. And I said I'm trying to help him. Because I removed the Insanity Unleashed videos. Because, admittedly, everyone's just gonna go to his channel to fucking hate on him. And no one, as bad as you are, I don't feel... I'm saying this now, when I look back at myself and realize what I did was kind of messed up. But, like, I don't think a person should deserve that much hate. To where their life just gets entirely ruined. But I tried to help them and just take those videos down. But when we talked, I had one question. Is why he even cared about the Insanity Unleashed videos. The videos that very much ruined his life. The mod that ruined his life, basically. And I said I'm not trying to terminate his channel. I just want to make it clear I don't want him using my shit. And he replied. He said he quit the FNF stuff, but if I wanted the videos gone, he would have just privated them, and we could have talked about it. And like I said, I went through a state of mind where I was just so mad at him that I didn't want to talk. And I didn't even think about that as an option. So, yeah. But he went on to tell me how much better he was doing. So, after a few paragraphs, we came to the conclusion that, okay, just don't use my stuff. And admittedly, let's just agree at that and settle it here. You go on with your life, I go on with my life, just don't use my stuff. And then he agreed, but He asked if we could be friends again. And people have been saying Shatterot is a pedophile. And I looked into this. I'm now going to get into why he's not a pedophile. When I got into the facts, I said, look, people are saying you aren't a pedo. You got proof to back it up. The only thing that has me thinking what was wrong overall is that he didn't know the legal age of how old she was, or like where she was, or like he didn't know any information on her, and that really frustrated me. But when you think about it, if he didn't know, is it really his fault? And we're talking about someone who also manipulated him for money. And when you really look at it, is he really a pedo? Saying someone's a pedophile is a big accusation. Let's get that straight. But if the person didn't know, I put some fault on him about that. Because no matter what, it's still kind of weird that he didn't know any information on her. I still hold him for that. And I will still hold him for that. Like right now as I'm making this video, I still hold him for that. But why am I here with this video? I came to the conclusion that relationship was fucked up on both ends. Shatterot did some wrong stuff, and the victim also did some wrong stuff. They used Shatterot for money, and they lied about their age. So in reality, it's not Shatterot's fault. Now, the big thing that really got him canceled was the fact he kept talking to her on Snap. That was a lie. The reason he didn't show proof of it was because he didn't even use Snapchat. So he just didn't have any proof. I talked to him about it, and I asked him, hold on, let me find it. Trying to find, yeah, he said, yeah, no, I didn't because I barely used Snap. Only time I did was with my mom, and she uses it for the filters. And I mentioned it to Dusty, and he said nothing about Snap. So, I'm making this video because we fucked up. And the only way to fix it is just doing the right thing. And that right thing is just accepting we were at fault. We really fucked up Shatterot's life. All because we believed something. We just believed he was a pedophile. Because he didn't want to show proof, because he didn't want to defend himself in any way. But more importantly, it wasn't his fault because he really didn't know. And I hold him for that. I said I hold him for that. Because not knowing about the person you're dating is really, 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 really huge. That is very bad. If you do not know the person you are dating, that's actually really fucking big. That is a big deal. So I will still hold him for that, no matter what. But is he a pedophile? No. No, he isn't. He really isn't. And I admit fault to accusing him of one. All because I followed some beliefs that he was. And the fact he didn't defend himself, because he couldn't, but I didn't know he couldn't. But I assumed he was just dodging it because he didn't want to defend himself. And because he didn't defend himself, that just made it seem like it was even more true. A few people have their opinions on this. I did go into depth about this on Discord before. And I asked my friends for help, what I should do, and it was just more so do what's right. So here I am. This was, we talked about this at like the 1st of October is when we talked. It is now the 19th, coming up on the 20th. So we talked about this about 20 days ago. And I've been waiting to actually make this video, but I had to get it out at some point. I just didn't know how to put it into words, but the only way I could put it into words was actually being here talking about it. Because if it was Shatterot talking about it, you guys wouldn't believe him. You guys wouldn't believe a word he says. So I'm here to say this up front. Because you guys have more of a chance believing the person who outed him in the first place. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I talked with him this morning. We agreed to set up this video and just settle it. I'm gonna have him post this just for informational purposes. I'm probably gonna turn the comments off on it. But I do want to make sure this gets out there. I fucked up. We fucked up. And I want to do the right thing. I want to make it up. Cause I need to own up to the shit I fucking did. I ruined his life. Calling someone a pedophile. I've been there before. I've had to go through that. You guys remember when I was called a pedophile? And the shit I had to deal with? And then suddenly when I'm proved innocent, like I still have to deal with it to this day? Look, there are people still out there who's gonna call Shatterot a pedophile. And I know that because I know from experience. People still call me a pedophile, even if I was proven innocent. And I know people are still gonna call him a pedophile. Whether you believe my words or not, then fine. That's your opinion. And you can do that. I don't care. Your opinion is your opinion. In my opinion, I fucked up. I'm giving Shatterot another chance because I felt like what I did was really fucked up. I ruined his life. And I'm making it up to him by giving him his life back. So, believe my words when I say he's not a pedo. I had a talk with Dusty, I had a talk with Zen, I had a talk with Shatterot, W, Michael. I talked to everyone I could about this situation. And it's as simple as he's not a pedophile. People aren't gonna look at him the same, but that's just how it is. So, I'm gonna conclude it at that. I don't know how else to put it into words. I don't know how to say it easier. I don't know how to say it in a short version, a long version. None of this was scripted. I like I don't know. I don't know what to say. Whether you believe it or not is whether you believe it or not. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So there it is. I'm giving him another chance. Whether you guys do the same or not, that's up to you. I just feel like I fucked up badly. So there we go.